Alright, hello everyone. Today I'm going to be showing you how to download add-ons for World of Warcraft. And the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to download this thing called Curse Client. Just search it on Google and it should come up. You're going to want to click on the first link for curse.com/client. Go to download for PC, and once you click that, it's just you're going to do the normal download stage.
Alright, now this is the Curse client once you've downloaded and installed it and everything. Now, this is all your add-ons you have. This is just all the add-ons I have. It's quite a bit. Anytime you need to update an add-on, it'll just show here new version available, and you just click update. And as you can see, it just updates. Now, to actually get the add-ons to download, you're going to want to click get more add-ons. And now, all these add-ons you see at the beginning here are the top downloaded add-ons because it goes by popularity. So all these add-ons are like the most downloaded add-ons that there are. As you can see, I have most of the top ones because they're most downloaded for a reason. Anytime you want to search in an add-on such as, say, WeakAuras, it comes up right there, and that's your WeakAuras add-on. If you want to download it, you click install, and it will install to your My Add-ons. You go to description if you want to see how to use the add-on, like it'll tell you what the add-on does, and then to open the options window you type /WA or /WeakAuras, and then it'll come up in game. Once you've downloaded your add-on, it'll be over here in the My Add-on section, and that's pretty much all you're going to do. And now I'm going to show you what it looks like when you go in game and how you actually enable add-ons to work and stuff. Alright, so here we go, and now I'm in game, and the first thing I did was I just made a random priest with a random name and everything. And now we're going to want to go to add-ons in the bottom left hand corner of your screen down here, and it's going to come up with all these things. First thing you're going to want to click is load out-of-date add-ons, or not your if not, most of your add-ons will not work. So Altoholic is just, it's going to like let you see some stuff about your alts, like what guild they're in, search some stuff in your characters, stuff like that. I'm just going to enable the add-ons I want to show you guys today. Alright, so there we go, and now we're done disabling the add-ons that we're going to use. I'm just going to click OK, and I'm going to enter world. Okay, alright, now that I'm in the world, first thing you see here is this damage recount. This is the recount add-on. It'll show you how much damage you're doing, how much heals you're doing, damage per second. Just click the arrows and it'll go through it. You can see the name right there. And now I'm just going to exit out of that because that's not something you really need to see. But notice how you don't have an XP bar anywhere or anything like that. So you're going to want to obviously enable that. To use Bartender 4, which is the big add-on I'm going to be showing you today, is right here. It's this little beer icon. You're just going to left click it and drag it and put it wherever you want on your map. I'm going to personally put it right there. Once you have that, you left click it and it'll come up with all this stuff. You see Blizzard Art Bar, Micro Menu, Bars, and all these little bar names. I'm going to right click it and it's going to bring up the settings for Bartender. Once you bring up the settings for Bartender, you're going to see you have Alpha, you don't really want to touch that. Scale, which is how big it'll be. Padding, which is how long it'll be pretty much. Your buttons, your rows, stuff like that. Now, first thing I'm going to do, if you want to set it up like me, I'm just going to give you an example of how you want to set it up at all. Since you don't have your XP bar, you're just going to want to click XP bar down here at the bottom, then click enable. Once you have that, you can drag the bartender screen out and drag it wherever you want. I personally prefer it at the top of my screen, and if you have bar snapping on, it'll snap into, say, the middle of the screen, but yeah. Alright, there we go, so now it's at the top of my screen. That's where I prefer my XP bar. You guys can do it however you want. Personally, I disable the extra action bar unless I'm going to need it, and you'll know when you need it. Since I'm not a hunter, I'm not a warlock, I don't really need a pet bar, I'm a priest, I'm going to disable the pet bar. There is the vehicle bar, which you're not really going to need unless obviously you're in a vehicle. I'm going to disable that. So now we're left with all this stuff. Personally, the Blizzard Art Bar looks cool and all, but I don't want it there, I don't want it clogging up my screen, so I'm going to disable it. And now I'm going to drag the micro menu into the bottom right hand corner, and it just snaps into the corner. It's out of the way, it's exactly where I want it. Now the bag bar, I'm going to drag and I'm going to put it right next to this, and it'll put itself, for example, if I drag my bar like on top of this bar like that, it'll separate, it'll put a default distance in between it. The bars won't be on top of each other. Now for bar 1, I want my bar in the center. You guys, again, put it however makes you comfortable. And mine's kind of unique because the way I play is with a Razer Naga mouse, so you'll see how I set that up. Now I'm going to put bar 5 right here, and that's going to be all my other abilities, like other abilities you have. And next thing I'm going to want to do is I'm going to want to unlock the chat window and make it a lot smaller, and you'll see why in a second. Now, alright, now I see here the name is bar 6, and I'm going to want to change this bar a bit. So I'm going to click bar 6, I'm going to want to go to rows, and I'm going to want to put 4. Once I put 4, I'm going to drag it about right here, and then once it's there, I know where I want my chat, so I'm going to drag that out right there. Now bar 6 is going to be all my mouse buttons, my mouse button 1, mouse button 2, and all my stuff like that. So you might not have that, but you can also set up your own abilities or add another bar right here above bar 5. Bar 3, I'm going to just go and put 3 rows on, and I'm going to drag that over here. And bar 4, 3 rows, and I'm going to drag that into this corner right here. Once I have that there, I'm going to put bar 3 next to it, and it just gives me a lot more room to see what's going on my screen and stuff like that. So now, once I do that, you're just going to click close, and you're going to click lock on the top. Now I'm going to show you how to set up keybinds, in case you want to set up keybinds with this add-on and stuff. You're going to want to press escape, go to keybinds, and I'm going to reset to default here. Oh, no, I actually need to go to character specific and do that. Reset to default. Okay, once you have it as your default, if you want to unbind something, like I don't use W to move forward, I'm going to unbind that. I use my mouse to move forward. I don't backpedal at all because that's not good, so I'm going to unbind that, unbind these arrows. Turn left, I don't want that as my A and D, I want that as my strafe. So strafe will be my A and D. Now I'm going to scroll down to action bar functions. Your action bar functions are this first bar right here. This bar 1 is your action bar functions. I don't want it to be 1 through equals, and most people don't press like 7 on. You're not going to even be able to press that if you're in a fast-paced PvP fight or duel or something. So I'm going to press Q, W, E, and I'm just going to keep going, and then I'll show you at the end how it looks. Okay, now if you guys are wondering why it says N page down, down arrow, that's actually shift and then I'm clicking on my mouse button. It's not that I'm actually going to press those buttons. So now you see I have all my stuff up here. This is my original action bar. You see it changed to Q down here on my smite. So once I have that, I'm just going to scroll down and I see bar 5. So I'm going to scroll down pretty far here and I'm going to get down to where it says Bartender bar 1, 2, 3, and it goes all the way on to, I think, it goes all the way on to 10. So now I'm going to want to go to bar 5 to set up my keybinds there, because I don't want to have to click these, because clicking is just not good to do in WoW. So I'm going to set this up as my 1, my 2, my 3, 4, 5, and so on. Alright, now that I have that set up, on 90s I'll normally have a third bar up here above my bar 5 that will have my control and all my stuff like that. I'm not going to need that on a low level, so I'm not going to have that. Now I see over here bar 6, so I'm going to go to bar 6 and I'm going to click. And now this is for my mouse button, so again, you may not be able to do this. So you may want to set up Control Q, Control W, something like that. I'm going to set up mouse button 1, mouse button 2, and then 3, and so on. I'm just going to go through setting up all my keybinds for my mouse. Okay, now that that is done, now I'm going to show you what it looks like when you actually go to try to drag a spell down. But again, like for your keybinds, you can see up here, movement, there's jump, there's everything. Anything you do in the game, any button you press, you can change it here and set it up however you want. Now I'm going to press OK, return to game, and I'm going to lock it. Now first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to drag down a spell, and as you can see, I just left click the spell and all my bars show. That's how all my keybinds look. So if I put it here and I press the 1 key, it will use my smite. If I put it here and I press the 5 key, it'll use my smite.
Set it up whatever way is most comfortable for you, however is easiest for you to press. And it's all pretty much personal preference from there. Now, if you want to use the add-on MoveAnything, you click MoveAnything you press Escape, MoveAnything. Now you have all this stuff, arenas, battleground, dungeon raids, anything. For now, we're going to use player, and as you can see, mine's already moved. You just click check on mover, and what that's going to do is it's going to let you move it around, put it wherever you want. I normally have mine about right there, so I can see my health bar a lot easier, just peer over and I'll see it. I'm still playing around with it though because I don't know exactly where I want it. Your party, you can see up here, party member 1, party member 2, and so on. You can drag them wherever you want. And that's how you use MoveAnything to drag around all your bars. Oh, I didn't actually disable them. To make sure that, like, if you stop the moving, you just have to uncheck the mover. And to use, to go to check any of your add-ons that you have that you don't know, like, what to type in, you go to Interface, Add-ons, and then it'll come up with here, like, Lose Control, MoveAnything, OmniCC, Omen, Recount. Has most of your add-ons here. The Bagnon add-on, if you press B, this is what your bag will look like. It sets it up so that you don't have all these weird bags popping up. Same thing with your bank and your guild bank and everything. It'll look exactly like this. You can disable it for other things though. It's all pretty much personal preference, and go through the add-ons and check through some yourself to see what you like, and you should be able to get a more comfortable feel for the game and have a better time.